Hello friends, welcome back to another absolutely insane Roblox adventure. Today we're diving headfirst into what might be the most chaotic, most bananas, literally, bananas, hobby I've ever encountered. We're talking about Chimpanzini, Bananini's prison run. And already just from the name alone, I can tell this is going to be one wild ride that's going to test every single pixel of my gaming skills. All right, let me just load into this bad boy and oh wow, look at this spawn area. We've got this absolutely gorgeous prison courtyard with these towering concrete walls, barbed wire that looks like it could cut through my hopes and dreams. And wait, is that a giant golden banana just floating there in the middle? That's our protagonist, folks. That's Chimpanzini Bananini, and he looks absolutely determined to break out of this monkey prison. The attention to detail here is actually incredible. Look at those little prison stripes on our banana hero. Those tiny handcuffs that are somehow both adorable and concerning at the same time. Okay, let's read the instructions here because I have a feeling this isn't going to be your typical walk-in-the-park obby. It says, help Chimpanzini Bananini escape from the most secure fruit prison in the galaxy. Galaxy. We're dealing with intergalactic fruit crime here, people. This just went from 0 to absolutely bonkers in record time. The backstory apparently is that our little banana friend got framed for stealing the legendary golden pineapple crown. And now he's got to make the great escape before the Fruit Police Federation catches up to him. Let me just adjust my camera angle and holy moly, look at that first obstacle. We've got these spinning hammers that are just flying around like they're in some kind of medieval torture chamber, except they're painted bright yellow and have little smiley faces on them. The irony is not lost on me, folks. These happy little instruments of destruction are standing between us and freedom. Time to channel my inner parkour master because Chimpanzini Bananini is counting on me. Here we go. Timing is everything. Jump. Oh no. I totally mistimed that first hammer and got absolutely launched across the map. Did you see that ragdoll physics? Our poor banana friend just went flying like he was shot out of a cannon. The sound effects are hilarious too. It's like a cartoon bowing mixed with what I can only describe as a very distressed monkey shriek. Respawn time, baby. All right, take 2. I'm approaching this with the respect and caution that these spinning hammers of doom deserve. Wait, there's a pattern here. They spin clockwise for 3 seconds, pause, for half a second, then continue. I've cracked the code. Jump, now slide under this one. And yes, success. Chimpanzini Bananini is through the first obstacle. But hold on. What's this green slime stuff on the ground? Oh no, it's acid or radioactive waste. Or maybe it's just really gross prison food. I honestly can't tell, but either way, it's making this horrific bubbling sound that's giving me major anxiety. The platforming here requires some serious precision jumping, and I've got to say the physics engine is working overtime today. Every jump feels weighty, but responsive like our banana protagonist actually has some heft to him. Which makes sense because bananas are surprisingly dense fruits, scientifically speaking. Okay, focus. There's a series of these tiny platforms barely bigger than my character model, and they're all floating over this pit of green doom. Jump, land, balance, jump again. Oh, come on. That platform just disappeared under me. It was a fake platform. The devs are playing mind games with us. I should have known better. The slightly different shade of yellow was the telltale sign. Mental note for next time. Trust no platform that looks too good to be true in Chimpanzini Bananini's world. Back to the checkpoint, and I'm noticing there's this really catchy background music that sounds like a fusion of jungle beats and prison escape movie soundtracks. It's got this urgent pulse-pounding rhythm that's genuinely getting my adrenaline pumping. The composer, whoever they are, they understood the assignment perfectly. This music is making me feel like I'm actually part of some elaborate heist movie where the stakes are life or death, or in this case, banana freedom or eternal fruit incarceration. Okay, round 3 with these disappearing platforms. This time I'm going to test each one carefully. Tap the edge first, see if it holds, then commit to the full jump. Platform 1 is solid, platform 2 is solid, platform 3 is nope, another fake. But I was ready for it this time and managed to jump to platform 4 just in time. The key is to keep moving and never trust anything that glitters in this prison. Oh my goodness, what is that monstrosity? There's this absolutely massive mechanical gorilla guarding the next section, and it's got these glowing red eyes that are tracking my every movement. This thing is huge, like King Kong meets Terminator kind of huge, and it's holding what appears to be a giant banana launcher. This game just keeps escalating in the most wonderfully ridiculous ways possible. The Gorilla Guard has this attack pattern where it shoots banana projectiles in a spread pattern, then does this ground pound attack that creates shockwaves. I need to time my movements perfectly to avoid getting turned into banana smoothie. The visual effects on those banana projectiles are actually stunning. They leave these golden trails in the air and explode in little yellow bursts when they hit the walls. Dodge, left dodge, right slide under the first wave of banana bullets. And now comes the ground pound jump. Perfect timing. I'm through the first phase, but wait. The mechanical gorilla is transforming. Its arms are extending, its chest is opening up to reveal some kind of banana Gatling gun setup. This boss fight just went from challenging to absolutely insane. The screen is literally filling up with projectiles now. It's like a bullet hell game, but instead of bullets, we've got high-velocity tropical fruit flying everywhere. I'm ducking, weaving, sliding, jumping. Chimpanzini. Bananini is showing off moves I didn't even know were possible in Roblox. The hit detection is surprisingly forgiving though, which is good, because this level of chaos would be impossible with strict pixel-perfect collision. But we're not done yet. Oh no. The next section appears to be some kind of kitchen area, probably the prison cafeteria. And it's absolutely crawling with these little robot chefs that are trying to turn our hero into banana bread. The environmental storytelling here is fantastic. There are wanted posters on the walls featuring different fruits, a menu board advertising smoothie specials, and what looks like a giant blender that's definitely not meant for making healthy breakfast drinks. These robot chefs have some seriously advanced AI programming. They're coordinating their attacks, trying to corner me and herd me toward that terrifying blender. One of them just threw a rolling pin that barely missed my head. Another one is wielding what appears to be a giant whisk, like it's some kind of medieval weapon. The sound design is phenomenal too. All the kitchen equipment is making these realistic clanking and whirring noises that really sell the atmosphere. There's a conveyor belt system here that I need to navigate while avoiding the robot chefs, and it's moving fast. Too fast for comfort. And there are these huge mechanical arms coming down from the ceiling, trying to grab me, probably to deposit me directly into that blender of doom. This is like the world's most dangerous assembly line. WWOA close call with that mechanical claw. It grabbed the air right where I was standing half a second ago. The timing windows in this game are tight, but fair. It's all about reading the patterns and staying one step ahead of the machinery. And look at this. There are banana peels scattered all over the conveyor belt that I can slide on to build up speed and dodge under the grabby arms. The physics on the banana peel sliding is absolutely delightful. Chimpanzini picks up momentum and starts surfing on these peels like he's snowboarding down a mountain. The animation is smooth as butter, and the sound effects make it feel incredibly satisfying. It's like the developers took the classic slipping on a banana peel gag and turned it into the most fun traversal mechanic ever. Slide left duck under the whisk jump over the rolling pin slide right to avoid the claw. Yes. We made it through the kitchen of chaos, but what's waiting for us next is even more intimidating. It looks like some kind of laboratory area with these massive test tubes filled with glowing liquid. And there are these scientist monkeys in lab coats running around with clipboards. The lore implications here are staggering. Are these the scientists responsible for whatever crime Chimpanzini got framed for? Are they conducting illegal fruit experiments? The world building in this obby is legitimately impressive. Every area tells a story and adds layers to this banana prison escape narrative. These scientist monkeys have a completely different movement pattern than the kitchen robots. They're more methodical, more calculated. One of them just pulled out what looks like a shrink ray and fired it at me. Good thing I was already jumping, or Chimpanzini would be pocket-sized right now. Another one has some kind of freeze ray that's leaving ice crystals wherever it hits. The environmental hazards in this lab section are next level. There are these bubbling chemical pools that deal damage over time, electrical conduits that spark and create temporary barriers, and these massive centrifuges that create suction zones trying to pull me into their spinning chambers. The visual effects are stunning. All the lab equipment has these realistic lighting effects that make everything feel dangerous and high-tech. Wait, is that what I think it is? There's a giant banana in one of those test tubes, and it's glowing. Is that the legendary golden pineapple crown that Chimpanzini got framed for stealing? Plot twist alert. Maybe our banana hero is actually trying to return the stolen artifact and clear his name. The story just got way more complex than I initially thought. But first, I've got to deal with these laser grids that just activated. Red laser beams are crisscrossing the entire laboratory, and they're moving in complex patterns. Some are stationary, some are rotating, and some are pulsing on and off in timed sequences. This is like a high-tech version of those classic laser maze puzzles, except the stakes are banana freedom. Crawl under this beam, step through the gap in the rotating pattern. Wait for the pulse laser to turn off. And perfect! I'm making steady progress through this laser maze. Chimpanzini's animations for ducking and crawling are adorable, by the way. His little banana form is so expressive, even without traditional facial features. This puzzle is making my brain work overtime. I've got to position mirror A to hit target 1, which opens up a path to mirror B, which I can use to hit target 2, and so on. It's like a chain reaction puzzle where every move has to be calculated perfectly. And the visual feedback is excellent. When I hit a target correctly, it glows green and plays this satisfying ding sound. Success. The laser grid is deactivated and the path forward is clear. But oh my goodness, what is waiting for me in the next chamber is absolutely bonkers. It's like the final boss arena. And there's this enormous mechanical fruit judge sitting behind a massive desk with a gavel the size of a telephone pole. The detail on this boss is incredible. It's wearing traditional judge robes, but they're made of what appears to be fruit leather. The judge boss has these attack patterns that are both intimidating and hilarious. It pounds its gavel and creates shockwaves across the arena. It throws law books that explode on impact. And it has this order in the court attack, where it summons these floating gavels that chase me around the battlefield. The voice acting, or should I say voice synthesis, is top-notch too. Deep booming judicial pronouncements mixed with mechanical sound effects. The arena itself is gorgeous too. There are these towering courthouse columns, witness stands that look like they're made of compressed fruit fiber, and a jury box filled with what appear to be different types of fruit characters. The attention to detail is making this boss fight feel like a legitimate courtroom drama, except with more explosions and parkour. Phase 1 is down, the judge boss is staggered, but now it's entering Phase 2. And oh boy, things just got even crazier. The entire arena is rotating now. Gravity is shifting, and the judge has sprouted these mechanical wings and is flying around the chamber. This is like a courtroom meets anti-gravity spaceship battle situation. I'm having to constantly readjust my movement strategy as the arena rotates. What was the floor is now the wall. What was the ceiling is now the floor. And those flying gavels are still chasing me, except now they're coming from every direction in three-dimensional space. Chimpanzini's movement in zero gravity is surprisingly elegant though. He's floating and spinning like a graceful banana astronaut. The key to this phase seems to be using the rotating mirrors that are mounted on the walls, or floors, or ceiling, depending on the current orientation. to create a complex laser pattern that will ground the flying judge. It's like a three-dimensional puzzle where I have to think in terms of spherical geometry rather than just flat surfaces. Got it? The laser pattern connected and the judge boss came crashing down right into the center of the arena. But wait, there's a phase 3. The judge is now opening up like a transformer, revealing its true form. It's actually a massive fruit processing machine. The final battle is taking place inside the mechanical bowels of this judicial fruit processor. This is absolutely wild. I'm running along conveyor belts inside the machine while dodging spinning blades, hydraulic presses, and what appears to be a sorting system that's trying to categorize me as grade A banana. Process immediately. The internal mechanics of this boss are incredibly detailed. There are pistons, pumping gears, turning, and steam venting from various pipes and chambers. But I can see the weak points now. There are 3 core processors that need to be disabled by redirecting the internal power flow. I need to pull these lever sequences in the correct order while avoiding all the internal machinery. It's like being inside a giant mechanical puzzle box that's actively trying to turn me into fruit salad. Made it to lever sequence 2. The second processor is going down. Just one more to go and Chimpanzini Bananini will be free. But the path to the final lever is the most challenging yet. It's a gauntlet of every obstacle type I've encountered throughout the entire Obby, all compressed into this final internal chamber. Spinning hammers, disappearing platforms, laser grids, banana peel slides, mechanical claws, and even some of those kitchen robots that somehow ended up inside the judge machine. This is the ultimate test of everything I've learned. It's like the developers took every single challenge from the entire experience and mashed them together into one epic finale. Here we go. Slide under the hammers. Jump across the disappearing platforms. That one's fake. I remember the color difference. Duck under the laser grid. Grab the mirror to redirect the beam, dodge the mechanical claw, and surf the banana peel straight toward the final lever. This is it. This is the moment of truth. Lever pull. The third processor is shutting down. The entire judge boss machine is going haywire. Sparks are flying everywhere. Alarms are blaring, and the whole structure is collapsing in on itself. Emergency exit time. There's a bright light ahead. That must be the way out. Run, Chimpanzini, run! And we're flying. Literally flying. The machine exploded and launched us. Out of the prison like a banana-powered rocket ship. The escape sequence is incredible. We're soaring through the air above the prison complex while dramatic orchestral music plays, and I can see all the areas we just conquered shrinking below us. The sense of scale and accomplishment is overwhelming. And there it is, folks. The golden pineapple crown. Chimpanzini is returning it to its rightful place, on the head of the Fruit King, proving his innocence and clearing his name. The crowd of tropical fruits is cheering, confetti made of fruit peels is falling from the sky, and our banana hero is finally free to enjoy the paradise he always deserved. Wow, what an absolutely incredible experience. Chimpanzini Bananini's prison run has everything you could want in a Roblox obby. Creative obstacles, engaging boss fights, brilliant visual design, fantastic sound effects, compelling storyline, and most importantly, it's just pure, unbridled fun from start to finish. The developers clearly put their heart and soul into every single aspect of this game. The progression of difficulty was perfectly balanced, challenging enough to keep me engaged, but never so difficult that it became frustrating. The variety of mechanics kept every section feeling fresh and exciting, and the way they brought everything together for that final boss fight was absolutely masterful game design. If you haven't played Chimpanzini Bananini's Prison Run, yet you are seriously missing out on one of the most creative and entertaining obby experiences in all of Roblox. Go check it out right now. Help our banana hero escape from Fruit Prison, and let me know in the comments what your favorite section was. Mine was definitely that zero-gravity courtroom battle. Absolutely mind-blowing. Thanks so much for watching this absolutely bananas adventure with me, beautiful viewers. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you enjoyed watching Chimpanzini's Great Escape, subscribe for more incredible Roblox content and ring that notification bell so you never miss any of our gaming adventures. Until next time, keep gaming and stay awesome.